Next is course commitment. So I'll read this. According to the federal definition of a credit hour, students are expected to spend 2 hours outside of class for every hour they spend in class at a minimum. Class for this 4-credit course would be considered 2 2-hour and 15-minute periods, totaling 4.5 hours per week in a typical 16-week semester. Although we meet online, this definition still applies. At 2 hours of study time for each hour in class, that means that one would be expected to spend 9 hours outside of class on materials per week. When we include the in-class time, one would be expected to spend 13.5 hours on class material per week. Please plan your schedules accordingly. So I put this in the syllabus so that you have an idea of the time that it is required for this class. Of course, that may vary based on your background, your study habits, your life, things like that. However, all courses have to go by this federal definition in order for it to be accredited. So for this class to be accredited, what is required of me as the instructor is to make sure that you have 2 hours of class study time required for every hour that you're in class. So the material that I am presenting for an hour's worth of in-class time should take you 2 hours of time outside of class to go through and to understand and to kind of reiterate in your brain. And again, this could be more or less depending on you and the situation. However, my point is that the materials that I'm giving you, the material that we're covering, the assignments and the quizzes and the exams and all of that should take you somewhere about that time. So please do keep that in mind and plan your schedules accordingly. So I don't recommend that you wait until Sunday night at 9 o'clock on Sunday night to get everything done by midnight. It's not a good use of your time, and you may not be able to get it done in that amount of time. So I do recommend that at the beginning of every week, as soon as the new materials are open and available to you, that you go through and you at least just click the links on each of the assignments for the week. Kind of scroll through it and just get an idea of what is required of you of that week, even if you absolutely can't do any of it that day at all. Just to get in your brain the idea of when you can then allocate time to this class throughout the week and kind of a general idea of what it's going to take.